Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the force of labor, the workforce, the labor force. Those are two words that are hidden around force and pain. The labor force, the workforce, both of them represent involuntary force. And whenever somebody tell you that if you don't work, you don't eat, that is, what's the word? Forced by coercion. That's like coercion. Like you're forced to work. Now, I agree with working. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for anybody who have worked 10 or 20 years, who served in the military, who worked the majority of their life, 20 or 30 years. But why do you have to keep working? In order to provide for yourself. You know why? Because they keep raising the prices on everything. So the budget that you had planned for your retirement in 2017, the cost of everything has doubled since 2017. So your $1,700 a month budget, now you're $1,000 short. Because your budget, when you retire, your budget was based on $1,700 a month. And you could afford that. You was a minimalist. You had your budget under control. You did what you were supposed to do. But you didn't anticipate COVID-19. You didn't anticipate the rise of inflation, out of control inflation. You didn't anticipate those things because nobody did. You didn't know that corporate America and the billionaires would get greedier. You thought that having $5 billion was enough. You thought that having $5 billion, $1 billion, 50 million, 100 million, you thought that was enough. You didn't know they wanted more? Yeah, they got to have more. They want forever money. You know, because they got wives and girlfriends and all their children. They got to make sure they don't work. Who do you think all this money is going to? There's a segment of the population that do not work. And they got all you idiots out there thinking that it's people on welfare. No, it's not. There are a lot of rich people, children, family members, brothers, cousins. They don't work. They live off the hundreds of millions that their family have generated and stolen from the poor. You've been deceived into thinking that only people on welfare don't work. Because you know who controls the media to tell you those lies? The millionaires and the billionaires. They don't tell you about all of their family members that don't work. They don't tell you about all of the phantom positions that's created for their family members that don't work. They don't tell you about all the nepotism and cronyism in the companies, in the business, in the government, in the contracts that these people have that they don't work. They get the contract for $1 million and they don't do anything. They just sub it out for $500,000. They get $500,000 free dollars. They don't do anything. See? So there's a large portion of the wealthy, they do not work. Who do you think live in all those huge hotels and buildings in downtown? You go to downtown DC, downtown Detroit, not Detroit, LA, Houston, all these huge buildings and skyscrapers. A lot of those buildings are not even occupied. Who do you think live in all these buildings that are owned by the millionaires? Who do you think occupy the top floor? The family and friends of the millionaires. They don't have to pay any rent because they own the building. They can move into any hotel that they own and live there for free. They can move any one of their family members in any hotel that they own and live there for free. You know how I know? Because an Indian lady told me that's what they do. I talked to her. She told me that's what they do. They don't buy houses and well, they do have homes, but those homes are paid for. But she said how they got started, they moved over here and they lived in the hotel. They fired the entire staff and live in the hotels. Same thing the billionaires do. You've been played. The program teaches you to hate people in poverty and in welfare, when actually the elite, the millionaires, they live in the penthouses for free. They don't pay any rent. They don't pay any nightly fees or bills towards the hotel. They live there for free. And they get the services for free too. They get to eat for free. It's all written off as a corporate expense. Guys, you've been lied to. It's a corporate expense. These people have corporate cars, corporate credit cards, and corporate housing. Doesn't that sound familiar? Like employee housing? They don't pay any bills. They fly in a corporate jet. They have corporate cars. They have corporate boats. They go on corporate vacations. The corporation pay for everything. These people do not pay to live. Go down to DC. Go down to the District of Columbia. You see all these huge buildings. You're like, who in the hell standing in all these massive buildings? Baltimore got them too. Go down to Baltimore, Maryland, downtown. You see all these huge buildings. You're like, who's in these buildings? The billionaires. The billionaires, that's where they live. Where they got all the rats running around doing all this work thinking that the billionaires are actually pay bills. They don't pay bills. They live for free off your back. That's where all the taxes, all the money goes. It goes up. It don't go lateral. It goes vertical. Your $1. You take that $1, $50, 50% of it go vertical. %80 go vertical. 20% go lateral. You've been played, guys. You're a wage slave. You're a wage slave. All the CEOs, they live for free. They live for free. They get millions of dollars. 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars, $100 million payout packages, bonuses. They got all kinds of stocks. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Why would they have to pay for anything? I mean, why? Do you honestly believe that a person that's worth $100 million and got another $100 million worth of stock options is paying for anything? You believe that? You believe that Warren Buffett pays to live? The dude worth, I don't know how many, 5, 10, 20, 30 billion dollars? Why would he pay to live? He owned the buildings. He owned the skyscraper. That's like you owning a house and then you paying rent to somebody. No, you're gonna own the house, you're gonna own the land, you're gonna own the car, and you may even own a grocery store. And in it, your whole life is financed by your corporate account. You don't pay any taxes. Warren Buffett said that. He said his secretary paid more taxes than he do. He don't pay taxes. His whole life is corporatized. A lot of people live like that. You just don't see them. You see the poor people on the street. That's what you see. So that's who you judge. You can't judge something you can't see. What Muhammad Ali say? I fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. That's right. So this picture is not even really relevant to this message. This picture is just showing you how they have weaponized money as a tool to force you into slavery. Your whole life is financed by that one job that you have, or the 2 jobs. Your whole life is financed. And if you think YouTube is gonna save you, trust me, YouTube got a trick for you guys. YouTube got a trick for you. You think they're gonna be giving out all these thousands of dollars every month forever? No. They got a trick for you. Yep, they sure do. I'm not gonna say what it is right here on through this message because I don't want to send out no bad vibes. But YouTube gonna flip the script on all these content creators. Watch and see. AI gonna pull the plug on you guys. All you fraudsters and scammers out there, you'll see. You'll see a lot of them gonna disappear. All these AI YouTube channels, you'll see. You'll see. All them AI channels that you're gonna make 30 channels and you're gonna just be doing all this stuff. Nah. Hey, you got me like, wait a minute. YouTube be like, wait a minute. We paying out $50 million a week? Nah, this is not sustainable. Cause everybody gonna, as the economy shrinks, everybody gonna flock to YouTube, and they're gonna run these games and schemes with these YouTube channels. Okay, you'll see. Okay, guys, that's it for that video, guys. I hope you got the message. It's hard to research something that the real world can't see. It's hard to research that. You have to have the critical thinking skills to see what is unwritten. They're not gonna show you everything. They're not gonna write everything down for you. You gotta have critical thinking skills to see what is unwritten. Do you think that all those billions of dollars went to Ukraine? You think that was the money for wars? That's how they launder money. That's how they steal the money. They package the money up into a crisis and ship it away. That's how you know the money don't have any real value. Because if it had real value, they wouldn't send $50 billion to another country. If it had real value. That's how you know it don't have any value. But they got you working from sun up to sundown your whole life. They raising the price on everything on purpose to keep you working. And guys, I told you before, the only way out is in. Okay, guys, I'm done with this video. All my videos just be too long. I got so much information, so much knowledge, and you know, I try to get it all into so many videos. It's just hard to express myself. It's just difficult because you know people, they got tunnel vision, they got brain lock, and they can't comprehend anything because they can't think. They program. It's hard to tell a program how to understand another program. It's almost impossible. It can't read it. It can't process it. Okay, guys. Until next time, guys. Keep your mind clean. Keep your life clean. Keep your diet clean. Keep your body clean. Keep your car clean, guys. Clean up your diet. Eat better. Drink plenty of spring water, guys, to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poison that's in the food supply. Guys, you are being poisoned. You've been micro-poisoned every single day. And since you're operating in an unconscious state of reality, you don't even know that you're poisoning yourself, your children, and your pets. Because you've been micro-poisoned. And you don't even know until you have a disease and you have to go to the hospital and you get a pharmaceutical drugs. And next thing you know, your insurance is high. You're paying all these fees and bills. You're paying the vet bill and all this crap. And you're sick as hell. You're mentally and physically ill. And you don't even know it. That's the scary part. You've been slowly poisoned. Mentally and physically. And when somebody tell you that you've been slowly poisoned, since you don't feel it right now, you think everything is good. You know why? Because when you get used to the poison, your body get accustomed to it, and it's not as painful. But if you ever wake up, remember in the movie The Matrix, when Neo asked Morpheus, "Why are my muscles so sore? Why do my eyes hurt?" He said, "Because you've never used them before. Because you've been living in the Matrix. You've never used your eyes before. You've never seen reality before. That's why your eyes hurt. And it's painful. So you'd rather just go back to using your Matrix eyes than your third eye." Okay, guys, that's it, guys. Contraband 777. I'm signing off. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.